Yo guys, Migztwo here with another Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade video. So for today we're going to have a tier list. I had in mind. So this is from, I think this is from Game 8 JP. So credits to Game 8 JP. The only thing that I need to change in this tier list is Gojo needs to be in his own tier list, which is the God tier, because it's Gojo. All players must have a Gojo in their lineup. Gojo with the burst damage, Gojo with the limitless, he can dodge incoming attacks. He is great in the story mode and all of those extra game modes. So if you don't have Gojo, you should get one from the unlimited reroll summon event ticket. So you need to get Gojo. So that's only the change that I would like to put. So Gojo is a god. So let's go with the other characters in the tier list, which is Yuji. So Yuji SS in the S tier or SS tier. I mean, it's reasonable because Yuji is a great melee attacker with strength, speed, and his curse energy technique or a skill. So if you haven't have Yuji, or you know, if you don't have another attacker or a damager, cause you know Gojo with the passive of 7 turns, you know, Gojo always lives in battle, always lives in the important battles like the boss one. So I really hate the passive of Gojo. He is an overpowered character, and if you don't have any attacker or a damager after Gojo left the battlefield, you're going to be screwed. So Yuji is a great damager next to Gojo. And let's go with the other character which deals a lot of damage is Nobara. Hammer nail technique, a great damage dealer again, next to Gojo. If you don't have Yuji, you can use Nobara. So Nobara is in the SS tier, but she can be on the S tier because the survivability of Nobara is not that great compared to Yuji. So she can be in the SS or the S tier, but a great damage dealer, great for the story mode if you want the auto combat. I think you can really use her that great in the auto combat if you put the settings in the auto, because of her survivability. She's not that great. Her health or defense is not really on par on the other characters like Yuji. So she can be in the SS or the S tier. For damage, SS. For the survivability, S tier. So that's the other I can change in the tier list. So let's go with the next character, which is Todo. So Todo, balanced character. I can really compare him with a Juggernaut role, cause he's a little tanky, damage pretty decent, survivability, yeah, he also have that, but technique, I think technique, he doesn't have a really great skills for the technique or skills that separates him from the other characters. But being tanky, a decent damage and survivability, Gojo, that's why he is in the S tier. So next is Panda, a great damage dealer. By the way, all of these characters are in the SSR rank or SSR rarity. so there's no SR or any other rarity, just SSR. So Panda, a tanky, damage dealer. I mean, all of those characters in the S tier and the SS are more on the damage dealer or damage dealing side. So I mean, most of the content in the game is in the story mode, so damage is the most important stat right now. So Panda, another great damage dealer. And next is Nanami. So Nanami with a great skills. I forgot what skill he has, but I think it's a really unique skill. I need to read the translation again for his skills, or for for his skills. So he is in the S tier again with Panda and Todo, another great character. Survivability, pretty decent. He's on par on Yuji, Megumi, Panda, Todo. Pretty decent damage dealer. So let's go with the bottom tier, the A tier. I don't have a B tier because most of these characters are pretty great on their own unique way, you know. So Megumi. So Megumi, another great damage dealer. Survivability, but he lacks quite damage kit, or he lacks quite damage compared to the other characters like Panda, Nanami, Todo. So but his skills are quite great, unique, you know. I like those wolves, those animals that are using in this curse technique. But I mean, I've been using him quite a while, so he's pretty decent in the story mode. Not really that great in the damage part, but there's Yuji. I have Yuji and Gojo for that, and Todo. So Maki, I think this is Maki Zenin. So I know some of the people are using Maki Zenin, but you know, her damage is great, but her survivability is not that really good, same as Toge. So those two, the only reason that they are in the bottom tier are of their survivability. They easily die from the damage of the monsters. So I mean, you can really use the damage dealing part of them if they always die from the battlefield. So I think they deserve in the A. A pretty decent, pretty great damage, but survivability, you can't really damage the enemy if you're dead, you know. So that's all for the changes and the tier list that I have in mind. So Gojo, you need to have that. That's the most important part in your team or in your lineup, is Gojo. Even though his passive is not that, you know, a counter from his strong damage dealing and defense overall. Passive 7 turns, he's gonna leave the battlefield, and you're going to, you know, suffer from the lack of damage, but you need to build other characters. So that's all for the tier list. I hope you like it. Peace out. Subscribe and like the comment and like